There are two things in life that are inevitable: death and taxes. Hey everybody, quick video since today is tax day. I know it's kind of weird, it's May, but I just wanted to make a few tips, tricks when it comes to getting ready for changes to the tax code. Who knows when it's going to happen, but with the new presidential administration in the White House, you know, we can probably expect changes. Might be in the near future, might be in the long term, but with these tips, at least we'll get the wheels spinning in the right direction in terms of how to plan for taxes in retirement. The first tip I want to make is just take advantage of the current tax code if it makes sense for your situation. You know, we know what the tax code is this year, so if you can make some updates to your estate plan, or maybe you can do a Roth conversion, if it's going to be advantageous for you to do something knowing the current tax code, do it. So tip number one, take advantage of the tax code right now if it makes sense. So tip number two is just keep an eye on things. And this is probably easier said than done. But if we know tax changes are coming in the near future, that's where we can refer back to tip number one. Take advantage of the current tax code. And this is where it does make sense to work with a professional that's keeping an eye on the tax changes for your situation specifically, because it can be overwhelming, especially with all the tax proposals. Who knows what's actually going to become law? So tip number two, just keep an eye on what's around the corner when it comes to taxes. Last tip, tip number three, is just be prepared for taxes to change. You've got to be flexible. You know, since 2001, the tax code has changed over 4,000 times, and that's just in 20 years. So, you know, big changes, small changes, they all might have an impact on your financial plan. And again, this is why it definitely makes sense to work with a professional that's keeping an eye on it for you. But of course, you know, tip number three, stay flexible. You know, taxes are not set in stone. So this is something where you're going to have to adapt and change as taxes change. And that's it, just three quick tips. Again, since today is tax day, I thought I'd take a walk, talk about taxes. And of course, if you have more questions, my name is Alan Hensley. I am a financial advisor at Merriman Wealth Management in Seattle, Washington. If you want to connect, please go ahead, put something on the calendar, shoot me an email. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. Thanks so much. Have a great day.